Welcome to Dr. Bummy Able TV, where we inspire and inform you endlessly, with knowledge to guide, uplift and grow. Thank you for joining, it's a journey, let's go. To all the new subscribers, welcome aboard. We're so glad you're here, there's so much in store. Returning friends, thank you once again. Together we'll learn and share the game. From wisdom to insight, each video's a gift, helping you rise, giving your spirit a lift. So hit that subscribe, stay tuned to see all the great things on Dr. Bummy Able TV. To all the new subscribers, welcome aboard. We're so glad you're here, there's so much in store. Returning friends, thank you once again. Together we'll learn and share the game. To all the new subscribers, welcome aboard. We're so glad you're here, there's so much in store. Returning friends, thank you once again. Together we'll learn and share the game. Dr. Bummy Able TV here for you. Inspire, educate, inform. That's what we do. Thanks for being part of this growing family. Let's keep shining together in unity.
Hello, and hello again. Nice to see you. I'm sure some people will be like, "What? I thought you just finished one." Yes, I just finished one, and I'm here again. And she also just finished one. So yeah, we are here again too. And the reason we're doing this is because we want to add value to lives. All of these sessions there for every one of us, to learn from, to share the information, because information is key to whatever it is we need to do in life, wherever we need to get to our next level. So thank you very much, Queen Yinka, for making it to the talk tonight. Let me leave it like this. Okay, I'll leave it like this. So thank you very much for coming in tonight.
Thank you for the invite again and again and again. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes.
Thank you.
And hey, we're going to have her in her practical attire. Is it attire now? Costume. I don't know what word to use. Next week, don't miss the next week. That is top 10. She's going to come in and we're going to be doing the exercises together. The menopause and exercise. We're going to be doing the exercises that we need to know how to do, even if you're sitting, if you're standing, whatever position. So come in your full costume. I don't know what to say.
Gym wear, exercise wear, something like that. Anything new and comfortable that you can move in. That's all you need.
Yes, that's all you need. You don't even need any, just something comfortable.
Nothing
even
special,
if that's
right. Nothing,
just come. Let's do let's see how it will work. And I'm sure I can't wait to see that. That's the last one for this season. So thank you very much again for joining us. Question for you, because we know the time is running so quickly. Wow, 3 minutes into it already, and we haven't even started. What inspired you to write a book? Hey, before you answer that, let me show people the book we're talking about here. It is called MenoStart. You can find that on Waterstone, and she can also tell you where else you can find the book. I saw that on Waterstone.
On Amazon.
MenoStart, 9 Ways to Crack Menopausal Symptoms Without Cracking Yourself. Is that the one?
That's the one, yes.
Is that a different book?
Yes, it's on Amazon as well.
Okay, so yeah, there you go. You can find it on just type MenoStart. It will bring it up for you. That's what I did. I just typed MenoStart. On our Instagram page, it will direct you and all of that. So please let us support this worthy cause. And you know what? You don't have to just get 10 books for yourself. Get 10 books and share it out to people. Get 20, share it out. Go to the hospitals, put it there in the libraries. I remember when my daughter did her book, transitioning from primary to secondary, and that's Rebecca Abel. If you search, you'll see Rebecca Abel. What we did was we actually got the books and then put in the school libraries. And a testimony, after like 7 years now, because my daughter was in year 5, I think. Yeah, she was in primary school. My second daughter was in primary school when she was in primary school when her colleague read the book, and now she's in sixth form. The guy walked up to her, just was it yesterday, and said, your sister is Rebecca Abel, isn't it? She said, yes. He said, I read her book when I was in primary school, and it's so
Oh,
interesting. I tell her
wow.
I like the book, and I was like, wow, after many
Wow.
years. So please
Excellent.
bless somebody, sow a seed in the life of someone. Buying the book, and just keep it in the library, keep it in the hospital, in the hospices, in the so many places you can keep them.
That's right.
Coffee shops, if
Mhm.
they have libraries and magazines. So please do that, because there's so many people who need the information on this.
That's
So
right.
now back to you. What inspired you to write MenoStart, and what message do you hope readers will take away from it?
Okay, well, I think you've answered the first one by telling people to buy it and spread the word. Let's spread this message. And thankfully, the menopause conversation is is going on and it's getting louder, and people are hearing more about it.
Yeah.
Um, I think when we also talk about the different the cultural differences in menopause, we as women of color, we still in a way we still don't talk a lot about it.
Hmm.
And I think one of my aims, apart from educating women as young as even in the 20s about with the menopause, so because they say knowledge is power, when you know what it is about, you're prepared. It's also changing that, you know having that conversation in amongst us, and normalize it. Really, let's talk about it. Every time I think about the menopause, I remember that song about let's talk about sex, baby, and it's like, okay, let's talk about menopause. It's
It
not some
changes the
people
old
that,
version.
yeah, I think I need to speak to them so they can write one for me based on the menopause itself. So that's really my
Yeah.
inspiration, and of course my personal struggle when I first, when I started having the symptoms of the perimenopause, and just to let readers know that they are not alone.
Hmm.
You're not alone, and to feel empowered that yes, this stage of life is coming, or you're already going through it, but there are small actionable steps that you and I can take to help us to mitigate those symptoms, to help us to manage those, menopausal symptoms, so that we can continue to live as healthy and vital as we would like to be. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's my inspiration on writing the MenoStart book.
Thank you very much. I was just for the next question, which is about how MenoStart itself differs from other books about menopause currently available. I was checking, actually, are there books out there? Because when I searched on YouTube for menopause videos, I didn't really see much. But it's so interesting to see, like they will always say, if you want to hide something from some people, I won't say who the people are writing in a book, but the people nowadays are smarter, so they know where to go to get the information, and that is why we're
Hmm.
showing you the information. So I saw this. There's a few books out there. So now it goes
Yes,
to my next question. Oh, sorry, am I not sharing it? Okay, let
you
me.
are showing it. Oh, okay, you're showing
Oh,
the
yes,
different books, right? Yeah.
yes. So these are the other books available. My
Hmm.
question is, how is MenoStart different from all of these books?
Okay, so just like you, I have got a few of those books. I've read a few of those books,
Mm,
and wonderful books, wonderful books. Menosat is compact,
mm,
it's easy to digest,
yeah.
it focuses on real, like I start in the book, have got the people I refer to, like myself, Menno sisters. So I talk about the stories of some women and some of the things, or some of the symptoms they're experiencing as they journey into the menopause. Like Toski, I haven't shared her story in the book, by the way, came to share with us a few weeks ago about her menopausal journey. So I've done that with the book with different women, and not because I listened to Toxic, but this was before anyway. So it was
Yes.
just the fact that we relate to stories better, right? And
Yes.
then I talk about the MenoStat itself is actually an acronym for actionable steps to to employ in your day-to-day kind of life. So I put that together with it. And also at the end of the book, now I'm giving away the gist of the book, but you still need to read it, because it's
Yes,
not just
yes.
about reading the book, it's a guide.
Mm.
It's a guide. It has at the end of each chapter some suggestions, and of course a call to action, a question to you as, okay, now that you have this information, what are you going to do with it? All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what the MenoStart is about. And women midlife, really, we really don't have that much time to be
Mm.
reading sort of thick books and all of that. There's so many things vying for our attention. And I thought, "Oh, look, it'd be nice to have something small, straight to the point. And if you want to dig a lot more into the menopause and know a bit more about it, there's the masterclass, which in fact I have got one coming up this Sunday. And there are other books out there, the other websites out there as well that you can get. But this will give you, in quotes, an intro.
Yeah.
But more than an intro, a guide, more than a guide, something to use that you keep referring to, and it's easy to carry. It's something so small you can put it in your bag,
Yeah.
and of course share it
Yeah.
as well. So yes,
Thank you. Practical steps. Practical steps. That's the key. Thank you very much. And my book is in the post, so I'm not able to say much about it because I
oh
would have
no,
loved to read, even if it's just one chapter or two before talking. But anyway, so I guess that will make me more curious to expect my book.
yes,
I hope Royal Mail gets it through my door very quickly
yes, they
so I
should
can read.
have.
So,
Apologize on your
um,
behalf.
thank you. So there's a digital copy and there's a hard copy. If you want to get a hard
Yes,
copy or a digital copy, just go online, you'll find it. Just type the word. I think that's the first time it's being used, isn't it? MenoStart. Yeah, I
yeah,
haven't.
it's I in fact I actually did type in minister. I was like, oh, and then I found
Yeah,
another book, but it was, I think that's more of a, I don't know too much about that particular one, but it's yeah, I think I like to say I own the what is
yes,
it?
because when you type MenoStart, all that comes up is your. The other one that you see is MenoStar, STAR. So there's a Menopause to
No,
MenoStart publication and
that's
one.
right. Yes, yes,
But yours is the first one that comes out. So, hey, you will see MenoStart by Yinka Omishore. Please get your book and bless somebody with it, especially now that it's Christmas around the corner. You're
yes.
thinking, what can I give to that person? They don't need more. They've got everything. They've got the only thing they've not got is the MenoStart book. So give them the MenoStart. You can't go wrong with that, I tell you. All right,
Absolutely.
I'll go to the next question. Can you share some of the personal experiences or challenges during menopause that shaped the content of this book? I know you shared a lot about it anyway in our previous videos, talk 1 to 8. Um,
Wow,
but
you've done a
for those
lot.
who are joining us for the very first time, they will want to hear.
Yeah. So again, like I said before, coming into the perimenopause and not a lot of information there. And yes, you do find some information, but and for me personally, it was a case of, okay, how come nobody has told me about this? How come I don't know anything about this? So that got me curious, that got me researching, and especially with the fatigue, the constant tiredness despite hours of sleeping. That I think that for me was a big deal. No,
Icebreaker.
something's got to give. I, I talk about myself also in the book as I saying I teach exercise, I do exercise, and I was like,
Mm,
every exercise session left me even more tired than when I started. I mean, exercise meant to be energizing, right? So don't worry,
yeah.
next week we're gonna be very energized by the time we're done. So
Yes.
that really got me. So it made me realize the need for practical strategies, which I share in the book. We hear a lot about exercise, eating protein, and all other stuff about, if it's not keto or whichever one might be reigning now.
Mm,
But the thing is, as women transition into the menopause, these hormones are changing.
mm,
We want to make sure that those lifestyle suggestions help us in cooperating with these hormones. So we don't want to be doing what my younger self was doing maybe 20 years ago, that's not going to help me right now. So we need to include, like my tutor will say, appropriate lifestyle strategies. So I had to find that. I had to refine my lifestyle to be able to mitigate those menopausal symptoms. So, and of course, the input from other women as well.
Yeah.
If, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, what do you think is the most misunderstood aspect of menopause that you address in MenoStart?
I think that probably would be the first letter, which is the M, which is a mindset,
Hmm.
because many of us believe that, oh, menopause, that's the end, and yes, it signifies the end of the reproductive years, right? It signifies the end of, constant monthly periods, all of that PMS and whatever comes with it. And I'm like, yes, you don't need to buy pads or tampons or whatever else we need to buy that we use every month. But it also signifies a new beginning. And I say that as in menopause is a new beginning. So it's changing, it's that mindset of, oh, this is a new chapter of my life. Now, the question is, what are you going to do with it? It's an opportunity. Let's grab it and use it well. Let's grab
Wow.
it and use it well.
Thank you. Let me share your Instagram page. That's the Meno Sisters. And if you're wondering how can you join, I don't know if you saw. Let me see. Okay, it's not there. Let me. Yes. So you can see the Meno Sisters page on. Oh, is that the whole page? Yeah. So you can see the Meno Sisters page. All you need to do if you need so I can't, it will ask me to sign in if I join from here. So yeah, so you can see all of that is being done, and you can go in and find out what it is about. And I'm sure she'll, even about the book, you can go on to ask what where to get the book, or if you're living next to someone, you can get the book. So she's been doing this. You can see the books there. So please just be a good support to your sister. Thank you very much, Meno sister and MenoStart author. Okay, I'll take this off the screen now. I'll ask you the next question so that we can all. I want us to target maximum of 30 minutes so that people can watch this video and enjoy watching it rather
Mhm.
than making it too long for them.
That's right.
And we're glad that we're both in the UK, so no internet wahala, hopefully. I hope I haven't jinxed it
Yeah,
now.
hopefully.
Okay. Okay, we've talked about the most misunderstood. Now, the next one is your advice about having a rainbow color of food on your plate. It has resonated with many. Can you tell us more about the role of nutrition in your book?
Okay, so nutrition, eating a rainbow. And the rationale behind that is that when you eat a rainbow, you're eating a variety of nutrients. So you're looking at your vitamins, your minerals, your phytochemicals, all of those you get when you have all those colorful foods. And it's attractive, when you have a colorful plate, it's attractive and it makes you want to eat. Like today, I came back. I went out for an event at work. I came back and said, "Oh, I'm hungry." So, oh, there's the salad. I really didn't really want to eat the salad. And yes, sometimes I don't want to eat salad. Yes, but because when I looked at it, it's like, oh, that looks very okay. That look appetizing. So I ate it because of the look, not because I didn't want to eat salad. Okay, so and because when we do get those nutrients, of course, it helps with things like we'll talk about mood swings, irritability, energy. Food, we get our energy from the food that we eat. So it's important that we're eating those colorful, healthy foods. I mean, now let's put it in perspective. When we say colorful, it could be colorful junk, but we want to be eating colorful, healthy foods, and
Let
that
me
will
not
enhance
mention a
our
name
mood.
before they sue me. I want to say that thing you see, it's colors now. You see yellow, you see brown, you see different colors. They're green, but still, if you know what I'm
So yeah, we
saying.
want to colorful, healthy food. So
Okay.
variety. I say to people, if you're finding it difficult to eat a rainbow, give yourself a challenge. Try something new every week. Go to the
Mm.
market or go to the supermarket. Try, okay, I have never had this particular vegetable before. Let's try it. I go to not to the market, and sometimes some where you have a supermarket that's not our usual big supermarket that sells food.
Yeah.
I'll pick up something. I'll say, "Oh, what is this? And what is it? How do you cook it, or how do you eat it?" And I'll try it. So that
Mm.
that's one way of adding variety and
So,
also adding colors to your food. So
yes.
yes, that also I mentioned a bit about that in the book as well.
Yeah, and the good thing is YouTube is your friend, Google is your friend. Now they've
That's
even
right.
topped it up with AI. So you're
Eh,
gonna say, "What is this thing I'm holding?" And it will
That's
tell
right.
you. Just scan it on your screen. It will tell you
Mm-hmm.
the name, how to do it, how to cook it,
Yep.
and okay, then explore,
Absolutely.
explore. Life is about exploring. All right, great stuff. Thank you very much. Next one is how can MenoStart help women who feel unprepared or overwhelmed as they approach menopause?
Okay. So MenoStart is a book with, as mentioned already, is the fact that it's compact, it's readable, it's bite size, right? So for you're talking about women being unprepared, women being overwhelmed, again, restrained on time. And who's got, who don't have that time to even start researching and all of that. Yes, some of us do because you're at the point when you're desperate, yes, you will. But it's to say, it gives you manageable steps, simple, actionable strategies for your diet, for your mindset, for your lifestyle. So
Mm.
also when you look at those relatable stories of the fellow Meno sisters in the book, makes you think, all right, I'm not alone. If she did this, then maybe I should try this. I might get the same result that she got. So really, it's a win-win. It's a win-win, and it's like I said, it's meant to be a compact guide that you can dig in whenever you want to.
Yeah, and I think you've just answered this. Does the book include resources or tips for partners and families to better support women during this stage? Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
guide.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, anyone can read it.
Okay, and the most challenging part of writing MenoStart, and how did you overcome it?
Right. Okay, so I suppose with my, talking about myself as well, being a little bit vulnerable to talk about my own story, yes, was
Mm.
a challenge, but also and connecting that story with other people's story made it feel like someone sent me a text today about, oh, I'm halfway through the book, but I just don't feel alone anymore.
Mm.
If I can find a message, I'll read it word for word. But that's what it's like. The fact that the stories of other people that are going
Yes.
through what I've been going through, it's just comforting.
Mm.
So that was that for me. And of course, maybe the last minute edit and all that I had to do. You think for a small book, okay, it shouldn't take that long, but it did. But I'm glad, it's done and it's out. And I'm already thinking, I already have a title for the second one, and I'm thinking
Next
the
one.
third one.
That's
I'm
good.
like, wow, why? How did that happen? So yes.
It's always the case. So those who have a story to tell, like I was telling the last interview broadcast I had, those who have a story to tell, is just about picking up the pen and just oh well, if you're not the traditional pen person, just get a something and start typing. Before you
Mm,
know it, you've written one line and you'll be like, okay, actually, I could add this, I could add that, I could add that.
mm,
A journey of
mm.
1,000 miles begins with a step, just one
That's
step.
right.
So,
That's
yeah,
right.
thank you very much for encouraging us to keep writing, to keep writing. Those who write, to keep writing, and those who have not started writing, to
Yes.
start to write their
Yes.
story.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right. I'll go to the because we all learn from ourselves. That's what makes us humans. We're social beings. Not the last one. Second to the last one. It says, "What feedback or reactions have you received?" Well, you've just talked about it from
Mm,
readers, and how has it encouraged or surprised you? Yes. So
yeah.
people have been encouraged, and they realize that actually they are not alone. So all of those secret things they face and thinking, "Ah, I can't even tell it to my doctor, I can't tell it, they're so embarrassed to tell it to embarrassed. My children say embarrassed. Okay, not embarrassed, embarrassed. Okay, to tell it to. They always correct me, embarrassed. All right, so those who are embarrassed to talk about whatever little thing goes on in their secret place, by the time they read that, they're encouraged and they take the right step in the right direction. So thank you very much for that. So I'll ask the last question. If there's one key action or mindset shift you'd like readers to adopt after reading MenoStart, what would it be?
It's to embrace menopause as a new beginning. And pretty much that's it. And focus on small, doable steps that becomes consistent. And of course, becomes a habit.
True.
And
Thank you.
Face it with confidence. That's it.
Yeah. Face it with confidence, because the new part of your life, you want to learn yourself all over again. What works, what doesn't work, and and the book is there to guide. So why not you don't have to go searching and doing all the research yourself. Someone has done it for you. Why not take the book and read? Bless somebody with that book this Christmas. Thank you very much for blessing your world with this book. It's so encouraging to watch and to see that this is blessing lives. It's not just a book sitting on the shelf. It's doing something somebody else. It's therapeutic to know that you're not alone. So thank you very much. Thank you.
That's right. Thank you.
So if there are no other questions, we look forward to the last talk on menopause, and that is, I'll put it on the screen, is exercise and menopause, the best workouts for women over stereotypically we say over 50, but for those who have actually started, somebody said they started around 38 or something like that. Some people 40. So if you started menopause, you're welcome on board. So she's going to teach us the exercises, because that's her line of expertise. Going to teach us on the 13th of December, next week, Friday, 8 p.m. about what kind of exercises to do. If you're at work, you don't have to go to the gym and carry all the heavy stuff. What simple things can we do to get ourselves fit? I know she does, because if you see one of our pictures, she has something like this. So we're not going there. We're not going there at all. We're just going to do the simple ones, without complicating our lives. Some people can't even carry themselves. But dear, they are so struggling. So so they should carry something again. That one. So I guess.
See, like the last advice, start small, and consistently keep going.
All right. Thank you very much. It's such a pleasure having you on here. Thank you. So we are going to be doing the exercise next week. Come in your comfortable clothing and let's do all the exercises we can do together, so that you know what to do and you're not left in the dark. Thank you very much. I appreciate you here, and hope to see you next week. Thank you. Thank you, viewers, I'm with my tangerine, sorry. Thank you, viewers, for next week. You said we should keep hydrated. I saw the color here and I thought, it would be nice to have one.
Well done.
So see you next week, and I will catch you then. Please come with your comfortable clothing and let us do this together. Thank you very much, Queen Yinka.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Have a good evening.
And you. Bye-bye. You've heard it all. What are you waiting for? Make sure you click on the notify button to remind you that you need to be here next week. And before we go, I'll say thank you to those who are watching again. Thank you to those who are live here with us. Even though I haven't seen chats written, but then I know you're there watching and listening. Thank you very much all the same, because it takes, that's part of your time you've spent with us here. Have a good evening, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Have you subscribed and liked? Welcome to Dr. Bummy Able TV, where we inspire and inform you endlessly, with knowledge to guide, uplift, and grow. Thank you for joining. It's a journey. Let's go. To all the new subscribers, welcome aboard. We're so glad you're here, there's so much in store. Returning friends, thank you once again. Together